You know. You know, yeah. You know, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? It's Monday night. Time to
Okay.
talk some football here, right?
Yeah.
Go around the horn.
It's the season. It's what's kickoff month.
It
Did you
is
see me dancing in the background?
today.
Yeah.
Oh, go
What?
ahead.
How many days do we have left?
25.
25.
Boom.
I was told there would be no math.
No math. No. Just keep waking up.
I cannot. Not today. Wait, do we need to start with our
Oh yeah. Don't
Oh,
forget
we'll be
Yeah.
everybody.
introducing ourselves.
Started with our
Drink. Get
I
some
am-
Big D energy and drink your
I am-
Zoa, the official energy
There.
drink of XFL fans everywhere.
Well, because I'm drinking water, my water's downstairs.
water?
So, but I think we're supposed to be introducing
Cheers,
ourselves.
everybody.
DJ.
Water. TJ. That's it. 2-0. Bramatita in the house.
I'm BD.
Keep going.
You already know who I am.
Oh Lord, he feels
Oh
like you don't
my
need no
God.
introduction.
I ain't no introduction.
Excuse us. My
He's Mr. Grumpy
goodness.
Wait,
Pants.
first, how you got? How everybody's been? I wish you guys. How you
It
feeling
feels like it's
mentally?
been forever
mentally,
since we've
physically?
gotten together.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
I know. This feels like forever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But once it starts getting closer, like I think we'll do another 2 weeks and then it'll be a back to back because then it'll be like 1 week again.
It'll be a
after.
weekly thing.
Yeah, it'll go to weekly.
Bro,
So one
Jack
more
didn't even
2
answer my
weeks.
question.
I'm doing wonderful. How are you doing,
Let's go around the
DJ?
horn. Let's go around the horn. How's everybody doing? How y'all feeling?
Stressed, being a dad, running a business, finances, trying to get them in order, trying to save up for the World Cup,
Okay. What's that looking like?
inflation.
Oh goodness! Did you say what that looked like?
Yeah, what that look like? The World
What
Cup.
World Cup?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need at least 10K.
Next
my-
person. Who's next? Brian, how you feeling?
Oh, feeling good, man. Honestly, I'm dude. It's the first part of March, and I'm just waiting to get through this month so we can get the season started. I'm excited. I can't wait.
Cat,
Gotta learn.
Yeah.
No more cold either.
cat.
Jackie.
Guest host.
I'm feeling great. A little bit stressed out, Our people got me a little bit stressed out with this whole ticket thing, but we'll talk about it later. But overall, I'm
Mhm.
feeling good.
Jay.
Jay's doing good overall. I'm kind of fighting something off that
Oh, he's
blew in
third
last
person.
night with
Third
the
person.
yeah. Well, yeah, because it's like two of us are sick. No, something blew in last night, and I've been kind of hacking up a lung ever since.
Yeah.
But overall, good, man. I'm super excited about the season. I'm super excited about the fact that football is not in fact over. That we get a whole 10 weeks. I almost said 10 months. That'd be awesome. But we get 10 weeks of our favorite UFL football. We get to do a lot of traveling. We get to meet some of our old friends. We're going to get to meet up with some new friends in Michigan.
Yeah.
I'm looking
Speaking
forward to
of,
this season.
here they
It's
are
gonna be
right
awesome.
here.
See,
At the Pride.
so
Oh man, look at all these comments I missed. I'm sorry, y'all.
yeah,
I'm
what's
just
going
living
on?
life back here.
Brian, what's going on right now?
Everybody.
That's what's up, man. So
Oh.
everybody
How
good?
about you, DJ? How you feeling, man?
I'm great, man. Another day, another week, Monday. Yeah, man. Honestly, to be brutally honest, man, I'm just waiting for the season. I
Yeah.
can't wait for the season, man. It's been And it might be like me being selfish. Well, not really selfish, but ungrateful because I want more. I want to know what's going on. I want to see more from like social media and stuff. So the video's been cool, but I mean, me being a football head that I am, like I want to see like play. Like I know they ain't gonna get into it's first day, but like that's why I say I kind of like feel like I'm being ungrateful. Like take what they giving us type of thing.
No, I mean, I
There's
for
nothing
one was offended when I had to zoom in and find out the hard way that Kevin Hogan shaved off his mustache. I was
Wah, wah,
upset.
wah.
I'm sorry, but that's not really newsworthy. So
I mean-
When it's a mustache as glorious as that, yeah, it is.
It is.
sorry.
Look, we could get
I
into
think-
more later. How
Yeah.
about we talk about something that's coming up? It is International Women's History Month. And we have a special guest today. James, thank you very much, James Carr. Shout out to James for always hooking us up with the right people to get the word out on things that are happening. So we have a special event coming up. If it's International Women's Day, and we're doing an event. Well, the Brahmas are doing an event with Lati Da, and we have Leah. So I'm gonna bring her in. Hi, Leah.
everybody.
Hello.
Welcome.
Our wonderful owner of Lati Da. So, Leah, if you want to go ahead and
I think we might have a delay. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. If you want to let everybody out there know a little bit about Lati Da and what they can find at your shop.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm so excited. Love James. James and I met at some networking events, and we see each other all the time, and we're always looking for ways there and collaborate because, of course, Brahmas are a San Antonio original. Lati Da is a San Antonio original. And we love to be able to bring all that together. So we're really, really thrilled to be able to cater to the ladies out there, the Brahma ladies that are big hardcore fans. They're keeping up with y'all. They're following, and they're wanting to interact. They're wanting to have some merch. They're wanting to have some prizes and some treats. We came up with a drink just for the Brahmas. It's a beautiful drink. You're gonna love it. It's got the yellow, it's got the black. It's really cool and it tastes amazing. So the Brahmas drink will be in the house on the day of, which is this coming Saturday, March 8th. And it is going to be a full day of fun and interaction and meeting new people. We have been at our shop for almost, there it is, for almost 2 years now.
Mm.
So we're really starting to get out there. The word's getting out where we are and who we are. It's really cool. It's a whole different scene at Lati Da. It's a tea house. We do high tea. We do afternoon tea. We do private parties. We just do anything that the community needs as far as educational, promotional, like just celebrating things like the Brahmas football team, who rocks our city for the whole summer and the whole spring. So I'm excited, super excited to see everybody, and I hope that the Brahmas fans become Lati Da fans because you will absolutely love it. I can't wait for y'all to come in and check us out.
So what is in that Brahmas tea?
I was just
That
about to
looks really
ask.
good.
It's good. It's gotta come and try it. It's a surprise. The flavors are a total
okay.
surprise. I can't do the reveal here. The picture is worth 1,000 words, but the drink is going to be worth 1,000,000. So come check it out.
I can tell you from firsthand experience that if you go all in on the Brahmas and the community, they will repay you back 1,000 times. And so I have no doubt that you'll see a lot of people walking in with this logo somewhere on their body, on their clothing throughout the entire season. Depending on how our tailgating situation is this year, which we're still trying to figure out, of course, you're welcome to come on out and, have some samples there for people to try if you want them to. We always have a spot. and we would love to have you out there.
Awesome. And yeah, and our shop is all about organic loose leaf tea. It's a whole new world. It's not new because tea is actually the oldest drink next to water on the planet, and the rest of the universe has been enjoying and benefiting from it for literally thousands of years. So it's pretty crazy that just like us in the 80s discovering cappuccino for the first time when the rest of the world had been frothing up their cappuccinos for centuries. Now we're deep in the cappuccino, we're deep in the lattes, and it's the same thing for loose leaf. It's just, you will not believe the amazing variety and how delicious this stuff is.
Well, I'm excited to try it out, especially on International Women's Day. So please, all of our lady Brahmas, all those Brahmasitas and little Brahmasitas,
Mm-hmm.
go out and support, hang out with other women, meet other lady fans of Brahmas, because we are pretty quiet when it comes to this. Sometimes I feel very lonely. It's just me and Brahma Babe sometimes. So come out and support. Steeped in Strength, celebrate International Women's Day with the Brahmas. I do have something that James sent me.
Well, I do have a question though before while you do
Go
that.
ahead.
Is this a women's exclusive event, or is everybody welcome?
Ladies, you can bring your dudes. Bring the dudes. They are so much fun, and we love having the guys in. Everybody thinks tea is just for the ladies, but you should see these guys with their cups and their little fingers up. They are loving pinkies up.
I'm gonna end up
and
showing up by
apparently-
myself.
Apparently, what you said earlier is you've got a tea that'll make me skinny. So I gotta go try it.
I have a tea that will make you skinny and make you feel like $1,000,000.
We're all in for it. So one thing about, so there is going to be free giveaways as well from Brahma side. So any purchase of any Lati Da item during the event will get entered into drawing for 2 bullpen tickets. So
Woo!
even if you're already season ticket members, if you want to check it out, and for the cost of a drink, get put into a drawing as well. If you've never been in the bullpen, why not?
It's a fun time.
A little upgrade. You get to eat and drink and be right there on field level. So even season ticket members can benefit from it. So that's one of the giveaways that James wanted to make sure everyone knew about. So make sure you come on out.
If anybody's interested or excited, check out our Google. We have proud to say we have all 5 stars, and not just 5 stars. We have like almost 300 5-star reviews. So we've
Very
been
nice.
kicking working our butts off, making sure that everything we do is top notch. The product, the service, the information. So we are working just as hard as those guys are that started their training. We're not quite in quite as good a shape, but we're trying our best, and we're earning those 5 stars. So it'll be a super treat for you guys to come out. All you fans, you will not be disappointed. You'll be pretty amazed, and you're going to really enjoy it.
Awesome. Can you remind us where you're located one more time?
Yes, ma'am. Out in this, it's kind of the Stone Oak area, but we are right there in that Ventura Plaza shopping center. If you exit Stone Oak, so you pass Blanco, the very next exit, which is brand new, because of course we're under construction 24/7 there. But it's okay. It's okay. It's getting better. You exit Stone Oak and you take the very first right, because you're going to want to not miss it, because then you have to go around and back through the Blanco light, which is not very fun right now.
So if it's in between Blanco and Stone Oak Parkway, just inside the loop.
It's
Right.
like where Silo is.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
you know where
Silo.
Silo is.
Costa Pacifica, those are the 2 big landmarks there. K. Charles, there's a lot of really cool businesses in there, and we're right on the very end, in a space that's probably way too big and way too nice, but we're going to make it work.
Heck yeah. Well, you can find the information. We will be posting it on all of our socials, and we'll make sure to tag our friends at Latidas. That way you can start following them also and just keeping up with all the cool stuff that they're creating over there. But we really hope to see everyone on Saturday. I will be there. Hopefully the rest of my brothers will be there to support.
I'll be there. My wife will be in Oklahoma, so I will literally be there by myself. So yeah.
All right.
That's okay. You can get tea drunk.
Yeah,
There you
bring
go.
the kitty cat. Bring the kitty cat. My tea people love kitty cats.
No, you can't bring this cat anywhere.
Well, Leah, we don't want to take up the rest of your time, but we really appreciate you hopping on and just telling us a little bit more about your location, the cool drinks that you've created for Brahma fans. So we're super excited. Anything else you want to say before we let you go?
Well, no, just if anybody out there, any of you guys, fans, have any need of a space for education, for community, for meetups, Latida's there for you. So just reach out and let me know.
Where can they
Thank you.
where can everyone find you on the socials?
So on the socials, I'm at latida.san Antonio. So all my information is right there. My website, latida.net. And of course, that's La T-E-A da Latida. Get it? And so latida.net is our website. And then, of course, we've got the Google, which is going to show you all of our reviews and people's comments and pictures, tons of pictures everywhere. So, yeah, you'll enjoy it. It's pretty special. People tell me that it's very unique. They've never seen anything like it. So it's really, really different and new and fun.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Thank you
Well,
so
looking
much
forward to
for
seeing
the
you on-
introduction. I appreciate you.
Of course,
No,
Leah.
thank you.
Thank you
Joining
so
us.
much.
Thank you.
Have,
See y'all
have a
soon.
great rest of your
Good one.
evening. Yes.
Okay.
See you this weekend.
Yeah.
See ya.
Bye. Cool.
So there you have it. The very first event of the season coming up. But I do want to address something that Jeremy confirmed.
Oh Lord, what? Oh, I know what you're talking about. Hold on.
Yeah, he confirmed that Kevin Hogan shaved. And all I ask, Jeremy, if it's in your powers to be able to request this, maybe we can
Lord.
ask our social media person to just ask him why. Why would you do that? Some of us wanted to do the same thing he did, but now I'm not going to shave. No, but why? That's all I want to know.
My wife is probably happy that he shaved because I was thinking about
I'm
doing it
happy.
for the season. So
As
I'm
is
happy.
mine, but you know
Yeah.
what? This is my time of the year, so I'll shave it off after the summer, sure. But
it's just facial hair; it'll grow back.
it will grow back. Yeah, no shave November is right around the corner after the season.
That's a good question, Mike. I don't know if they are wearing those actual numbers that they're wearing. It could be true though, honestly, because it looks like Mon will be wearing 12 because Dormady had 12, so he's gone. So it looked like he took over 12. So it could be right. I mean, it could be their numbers. I was trying to see what destroying numbers was, but what number was, but he had the sign in front of him, so I was curious to see that.
Oh, their first day of Brahma's camp pictures.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was dope.
Yeah.
Hogan just dropped in the QB rankings. I know he my heart went like that a little
Lord.
bit. We need someone with some facial hair
We
that
need a
makes you just
stash.
go.
We need to have a stash on this team. We had 2 last year.
Two
We gotta
beautiful
have
ones.
we gotta have 1 this year.
But now we need someone to have some sort of facial hair that makes you just go, man, I want that. I want that.
Oh my Lord.
Is he wearing
Anyway.
11 though? I don't know if he's wearing 11 because I think Vontae's back. Vontae Beckett, he
Yeah.
has 11, so I don't know.
Yeah, he is. He's back.
Yeah, and he wears 11, and I know Destroyer said something about he wanted his number, but he's not getting it from Vontae. He could have 19 again. Because Hogan,
Hey.
no, who was the kicker that came in? I forgot his name.
Parker Romo.
No, the one after
Oh
that kept
Lord.
missing.
The other stash.
The other
Another
stash.
stash. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he had 19.
Santoso.
Ryan
Santoso,
Santoso.
He had 19 when Destroying left, so I don't know. I'm curious now to see
Well, I think Santoso retired, as he said last year, to go to pilot school. As I hope he's able to pursue that. But from our conversations with
12.
him last year, I do believe that was his final year playing football, so he can go focus on becoming a pilot. So
Okay.
I
He
think
said Vontae's in one.
Santoso is.
No, I think he
is
meant to
gone.
put 12. Or is it
Ah.
1?
One. Vontae gonna be in one.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah, he gonna fly planes now.
hey, you know what?
He hooked up with Brahma Bro.
Yeah,
Brahma
he's got a coach right there, a mentor, and he was a good dude though. Ryan was
He was
good
a nice
people.
guy.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was really cool, really good people, and he will definitely be missed. And while we're on the subject of kickers, before y'all say anything, I do just want to say, as a Brahma alumni, congratulations to Parker Romo and family on the birth of their new child.
Another baby
So
Brahma.
we have
Yeah.
another baby Brahma, because once a Brahma, always a Brahma.
Mhm.
And I'm saying that in the
Side
words of the great coach
Side
Andre Giroud, who said, "Once a Brahma, always a Brahma," before he left to Colorado.
He is on one of the greatest teams of all time as well. Don't
Oh
forget that.
Lord, good.
And I'm waiting, Jorge, for you to buy that jersey too. So I'm waiting.
Hey, take him off the practice squad, and I'll get it.
I mean, hey, he got to win. Hey, it's competition.
He's already won. He literally won an entire.
He won. He won to you in your eyes. He got to win to the Patriots.
He literally won. He was the entire offensive performance for the Vikings for one game.
Hey, don't matter where you go, it's always gonna be competition.
Aren't there 15 other games
He only
in a
played in
season?
6 of them.
So he didn't do anything
He
in the other
did.
5?
He won. He
I'm
won.
just
Like, he
saying.
kicked last second field
You
goals.
said he was the entire
For one
offense.
For one
game.
game. He said
For
he didn't
one
play
game.
for one
He
game.
literally was the
Right,
on top.
right.
They
He played
scored
in
12
6.
points.
Yeah, you're
all from
working
his
him
win.
up, James.
I'm about
Stop
to say
it, James.
you're arguing
You're
with
working
the
him
Parker
up.
Romo fan club member, the
You better
president.
stop it.
I'm just
The
saying.
CEO,
Yep.
the
The CEO.
Tones changer.
Okay, look. Anyways,
The Jonas changer.
moving on.
What are we
Let's
going to
talk-
talk about? I
look,
gave y'all 2 options. What you want to do?
Let's talk. There's been some changes that have been announced
Oh,
in the UFL this year, and this harkens back to what was talked about at the town hall last year by Moose Johnston himself, where he said, "We want to make sure that we're getting these guys ready for the
Keep us on
NFL. That is
track."
the entire purpose of the league."
Look at you looking all prepared there, Jackie.
we want to
Keeping
make
y'all on
sure
track.
that we're doing what they're going to be doing in the NFL, not what they were doing in college, because they're not going to go back to college. So, with that being said,
You want me to read it when we go line by line what it says about the kickoff
Go ahead.
formation?
Well,
Okay.
I mean, if you
Wait,
want,
wait,
I was
wait,
just going to summarize.
I mean, because we could, yeah, spill. You go ahead, finish.
Oh, well, I was going to say, like, so, last year kind of was kind of sucked because they announced, okay, we're going to be doing the USFL kickoffs, and we're like, okay, cool, fine, that's whatever. And then like 2 weeks later, the NFL was like, yeah, no, we're going to try the XFL kickoff, and we're like, what?
Yeah.
And it's too late to change the rules at that point. So we did the whole season with the USFL style kickoffs, but now they're going back to the original XFL, not XFL 1.0, but XFL 2023, where you have to kick it within the 1 and the 20-yard line, and then they're lined up 10 yards apart and all that. And on the good thing is that did show a significant reduction in injuries in the NFL season when they did switch to the XFL style kickoff. So it has been proven that it is a safer version of the kickoff.
And not only is it safer, but also there was a higher return percentage of kickoffs from in the NFL from last year with the XFL style to the previous years with the previous iteration of the kickoff.
Yeah, because I
just me kind of being a troll, and I think it would be absolutely hilarious if the NFL decided to go back to their regular kickoff. Right after this.
I think it's going to be
Yeah.
this style kickoff now, or they're going to take it away. It's no way they can go back to the regular style. That's
No,
my
I mean,
opinion.
because the safety aspect of it alone, I think proves a big is a big pushing point for that, especially from a player perspective. But at the same time, like you said, there's a higher kickoff percentage or return percentage, so it makes the kickoff actually mean something.
Yep.
And there's a big penalty if you kick it past the return zone, because I believe it's worse than kicking it out of bounds. You get the ball gets placed at the 40-yard line.
So I think it's the.
If y'all would have just let me read it, y'all would know.
That's what I'm saying. I saw it, and it said the ball will be placed at the 40-yard line.
But not everybody.
That's if it does not reach the landing zone. Like if it doesn't make it to it, if it hits before, it's just like if it goes out of bounds, it'll be at the 40.
Yeah,
it'll be at it'll be at probably I think the 30.
The ball must reach the landing zone, or it'll be spotted at the 40-yard line.
Exactly, but that also includes kicking it like.
No. Reach means get to it. If it hits before the landing zone, that doesn't mean if it gets past the landing zone. So the 30. So it'll be a 30. It'll be spotted on the 35-yard line if the ball gets kicked into the end zone. So 5 yards less.
That's still a pretty hefty penalty.
It is because I mean
still
it's
a pretty hefty penalty.
If it hits in the landing zone and bounces in, it's on the 20. So that's a 15-yard difference.
Yeah. I mean that's a pretty hefty penalty. So it increases the accuracy of the kicker. So you got to have better kickers. Two, it increases the return for an actual return, and 3, it increases player safety. So I just think it's an all-around better change for the game that I hope gets adopted across the board on all levels, not just at the professional level. Now, I don't know what they're going to be. I know last year they introduced the Guardian caps in the NFL level. I don't know if that's going to be something that they're going to be doing this year in the UFL, although I am for it, despite people saying, oh, it makes them look like a dork. I'm all for concussion safety.
They talk about the padded hats. If you don't know what
those are the Guardian caps. Yeah.
Actually, I'm just explaining it to layman terms because a lot of people don't know what that means.
Last year, what the NFL did with like the regular cap with like just the cover on it, I mean, I'm one that said it looked ridiculous. Now, hey, if you want to wear it, if you want to protect yourself, I'm all for it. You still look ridiculous. But I've actually seen some of the newer styles that they come out with, like for the whatever 2.0. I've seen some for the colleges, and they actually look a lot better. They don't look as big and bulky and like dark helmet type like what they did last year. Yeah,
okay,
see,
can me and Jay get some of
that reference?
Can me and Jay get some of this fight?
Yes, please.
Go ahead, Jay.
I really don't have a dog in this fight. I'll be honest, man. I'm kind of in both camps. I do think they look a little bit dorky. However, it is for player safety. So, I mean, if you want to wrap yourself in bubble wrap and go out there and play to try and protect yourself, that's your business. But if it hinders your performance, don't cry about it. Because I mean, there's a fine line that you're going to walk between, this extra protective equipment and your performance abilities because of how that affects that. I definitely want to do some research and find out about these 2.0 helmets to see what BD is talking about, because maybe that's the difference. Maybe they found, the first year was the experimental year, see how it works with the equipment that they have, how they fit on the helmets and all that, and then start kind of streamlining it to make it look a little bit more natural, right? If that's the case, then I'm all for it, man. Again, you've seen time and time again what happens to these players when they suffer multiple concussions and trying to be the tough guy and walk it off, right? That's not how things are done in the NFL or in the UFL or really any of the even in high school. They're probably using the Guardian caps now, because you've got to protect your brain. You only get one.
Take it from experience. Yes.
So I'm a big proponent of doing what you need to do to make sure that you're able to remember your name 20 years from now. So I'm all about that. So, but DJ, I would love to get your take
That's
on
the
that,
2.0.
just from like a coaching standpoint. See, that looks a lot better.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
those
And
those
so
look better.
That looks a
Georgia
lot better.
Tech showed it with like their logo on it and stuff, and it looked really cool. So
Two things. Well, I was initially asking Jay to speak on the kickoff, but I
The
didn't know he was gonna
kickoff.
go into the weeds with the Guardian helmets. The Guardian helmets is cool. I mean, I think it's helping, but at the same time, I think in NFL this past season, somebody got a concussion with the Guardian helmet on, and everybody
it
was
was
all
a
talking
Packers
about
player,
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Packers,
But
yeah.
I mean,
they're not 100%.
Yeah, there you
if
go.
your head slams on the turf, backwards, a padded cap isn't going to do anything for that. So
There you go. There you go. And then the kickoff,
I don't disagree.
kind of like what kind of like the piggyback on what Jorge said. I can remember like we was talking about it. I think it was at the town hall, and they were talking about the kickoff and stuff, and he was so like gung ho on like, oh, we're gonna do this USFL kickoff, and and the players need to get this style because the NFL is at that time was doing a regular kickoff, so it's helping them get special team guys, helping them get to the league and with regular kickoff styles. But now that the NFL has transitioned over to the XFL kickoff, now I think of us going back and forth. But I think what Mike said in the comments, he was saying we should have just kept it the way
Kept
it was
it.
in the first place, which
But, I
is
mean,
now is like it's
Mhm.
looking
you gotta
goofy kind of in
understand,
my
like,
opinion, going back
I
and forth.
understand why the change was made because you want to mirror the league that your players are supposed to wanting to
Right.
try and get to. You want to kind of
Yeah.
help
Right.
them with that. And I mean, and to Moose's credit, he said, "I don't like this style of kickoff, but it's the one
Yes,
that NFL is
There you go.
using. So you know what? We should go back to it." So
Yeah.
I think that's a big thing.
That's a big point. Yeah.
Putting your pride aside and being like, it's for the betterment of the players to get them to where they want to be, and that's what we're trying to do here. And if that means we got to make some concessions, then so be it.
Right.
I don't like it, but it's for the players.
Right.
And just like right here where they're saying, this being the league of innovation and league of opportunity. That's another thing that the NFL just announced that they will be adopting this year. Is I don't know if you remember last
Ball
year when
placement.
they had the chip inside the ball that would measure the distance and not just use the chains anymore, and they actually have like AI or whatever to like digitally measure the distance to the
Yeah.
first down marker. They're going to start implementing that into the NFL this next year. That started with the
it in
UFL.
NFL last year. Or no, it was. I'm sorry. It was just the preseason.
Yeah, it was just in the preseason,
Yeah.
but they're actually going to move forward with it. But it all started with the UFL last year when they would do that, and then Blandino would always call it back and say, "Nah, I don't think so." At least on us.
Go ahead, Jay.
I think honestly, well, I was just going to say that's the kind of stuff that we need. We've talked about that kind of stuff before. I know nobody likes to bring it up, but the AAF had technology like that. There should be no reason why it's taken so long for professional sports such as the NFL to adopt things like that. That way it takes that question out of the equation. Did they make the first down or not? Well, what do the sensors say? Because electronics aren't really going to lie. So even if it's a half a centimeter, if it breaks the plane, which is what the rule is, boom, there's your results right there. And then it's not left up to a referee who maybe he's having a bad day, maybe
Unless-
who knows,
We've
right?
seen it
takes a lot of
before,
that
so-
Unless your
human
name is Dean Blandino, then of course they'll take it away.
Okay,
Blind
I
Dino, but
will
yeah.
mention that Guardian caps and the whole chip thing is not part of the rules that we're supposed to be talking about.
No, but that's just
Yeah.
I just got to make it clear because you just went on a tangent
Yeah,
about
yeah.
some other stuff.
She's
So
trying to
let's
keep
go
us
to
on
the
track.
Uh-huh.
Wait. I got one more thing right before
Go
we
ahead.
switch over. All right, little bone to pick with these fans because I hate seeing it, and this is just
Oh,
me,
okay.
just
Go
me
ahead.
getting on my soapbox. Right, I hate seeing it, and it kills me because you have guys that say that they football fans, like they who football this, they know ball and all that other stuff, right? So you know ball and you love football, but you don't want to watch UFL, right? But you always complain about it's supposed to be like a a league below the NFL, and they this and they that and all this other stuff, just giving excuses to not watch the games, right? But then you have the NFL picking up on different innovations from the UFL, using it in their game, like the ball, like we just talked about, the kickoff. Next thing you know, they're going to use the
Extra point
cam,
rules.
the cam,
Oh.
the coach with the cam when we do the replay, and it does they talk the Dean Blaney, they'll put the camera on him and all that stuff. So all that stuff is probably going to move over to the NFL, but I just don't understand why people do that. Like it kills me.
Are you talking overhead trolley cam?
Huh?
Are you talking about that overhead trolley cam?
I was talking about that. You know how when you're watching on TV and you got a coach's challenge, and then they put the camera inside the
you can hear the
replay room.
Watch them talk it through.
Yeah, watch them talk about that.
Well,
Okay,
here's what I've heard from strictly NFL fans. It's a superiority complex kind of thing where they feel like, oh well, I'm just throwing out a team. I'm nothing against them, but like Philadelphia Eagles fans, they just won the Super Bowl. They would like to. They are gonna say like, well, of course, like, why would we listen to these minor league football teams and leagues? Because I mean, we're the champions, we're the best, and we're the standard for football, and it's a superiority complex type thing, and it's.
You got to pick
the fans are one thing.
Just Philly fans are just douchebags, except for one.
But what I'm saying is
okay.
But what I'm saying is that like the fans have a superiority complex, but the league and the coaches and all that they understand the assignment. They will understand like we gotta adapt. So the fans can talk all they want. At the end of the day, they're not the ones making the decisions. It's the coaching staff. It's Jerry Jones. And everybody else, because we know that dude runs the league. But going to now the coaching changes, because there's been some changes.
Let me read them first.
Well, I was introducing them a la chingada.
Head coach's challenge.
So please, if Miss Jackie would do us the pleasure and the honor to please tell us about the coaching challenges word for word from theufl.com.
Yes, I am.
Throwing
Not from Jorge's perspective. The head challenge has been expanded in 2025.
No laughing. Say it right.
No. Each head coach will earn a second challenge if the first challenge is successful. The head coach can challenge any officiating decision as long as the team has a timeout remaining. Period.
Bravo. Good.
Go ahead. Thank you.
Been doing this from the start.
There you go, Brian. Talk about it.
Thank you.
I mean, one challenge in a game is kind of ridiculous. And you're like, all right, here's a horrible call, but it's in the first quarter. I don't want to challenge this because I might need this in the fourth quarter for another horrible call. Now you get like what the NFL has, what college has, and all that stuff. You get two challenges. If you get the one right, you get a second one. How it should be, how it always should have been.
Facts. I hated that, man. Once they used it, and Hines Ward was a guy that did that a lot, and he did it early in the game, and then we was like, damn. Yeah. If we would have had it in the fourth, we could have used it. But I like the way that they
Wade hated to use it early because he wanted to save it for a major call in a game later on, where there were plenty of times early he could have used it.
Right.
Yep. 100%. But they fixed that. I think that's one of those things where when you have an entire year to plan in the off season and readjust some of the knobs and levers of the game, then that leads to what we just saw, where there's going to be some improvements here. Obviously now I think with the player pools being mixed and more people coming from the NFL that have NFL experience mixed in with people who didn't get drafted from college, there's going to be a really good mixture of a veteran leadership that's trying to get a second chance in the NFL inside the locker rooms, along with up-and-coming superstars that could potentially be the next Jake Bates for the Lions, or whoever the Devontae Turpin, or the kicker for the Cowboys. I forget his name. That guy, that came from this league or from these spring leagues and are now crushing it and doing awesome in the NFL, regardless of the team that they're on. You know, they are actually being standout players. And this is, again, going back to what we heard last year after the season was over, is that according to NFL scouts and NFL coaches, that these players that were coming in from the spring leagues, yeah, they were a little bit beat up, but they were in much better shape than players who were just coming in straight out from college or from an off season that didn't play spring ball because they weren't in game shape. Because being in shape and being in game shape are two totally different things. And when you're ready to say, yeah, I can go for 4 quarters right now, day one of training camp is a lot better than saying I can go through 2-a-days.
Yep.
So I think that's going to be huge. But yeah, I mean, doing the change for the coaches, I think, is going to be a huge benefit. Now it's just a matter of making sure that the spotters are being able to watch this or communicating, and hopefully this year they fixed the communication issues with the dang walkie-talkies, because I know that was a big complaint of the coaches last year, is that the walkie-talkies kept breaking down. So, you know, hopefully that's going to be something that's been fixed.
We definitely had some fun opportunities making fun of some of the coaches when their tech wasn't working and stuff. But I think that's more just the equipment, you know, that obviously that they'd contracted out thinking that they were getting, you know, a good deal on something, and it turned out not to be the case.
Like that Radio Shack walkie-talkie.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they work great when you're, you know, 5 feet in front of the person you're talking to, but anything past that, probably not the greatest idea. Hopefully that will be addressed, but that's, you know, something that nobody's really talking anything about. So, you know, who knows what's actually going to happen with that? I mean, you know, a lot of that is going to be, you know, do they have the capital to reinvest in tech like that, or do they use that money to invest in new tech such as, you know, the ball spotting technology and stuff like that? But, and this is one of the things that we've kind of been talking about in our group chat offline here. Speaking of technology, I'd like to get you guys' ideas on the technology that they're using to evaluate the players. Oh, Temu, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, Temu walkie-talkies,
Temu radios. What are your thoughts on the technology that they're using to evaluate these players to see where they're at as far as, you know, skills, abilities, things like that, versus the old school, you know, simulated play, running people through drills, things like that? Do you think it's more advantageous to use the tech or more advantageous to go the old school route, and why?
I thought that they were using Catapult, which is like a vest that they wear that tracks stats for, you know, movement and agility and, you know, stuff like that. So that's stuff that I thought they've been using. Even college uses that. I don't know about the NFL, but I know for sure college does. But I did remember seeing UFL guys in Catapult, so I don't know.
So I can speak to that because I've seen it proven in soccer. Soccer players, they get made fun of because it looks like the guys are wearing sports bras, but no, it's those vests that actually track movements. It tracks how much they've run, their velocity, and that allows coaches to be able to make adjustments to an individual player's game and performance and evaluate them on a much deeper level versus just writing down notes on a piece of paper. And how did they do on their combine 40, 3 months ago? So I think that having that technology and using it, because I mean, if it makes life easier and it gives you more data to work with, it allows you to better plan and put that player in the best position possible, knowing that, okay, 80% of the time, this player on third down runs 5 miles per hour slower, or he's 1 second slower off the ball. So that means let's put him in for the first 2 downs, switch him in for put in another player for third down, that kind of stuff. It really gives the coaches a much stronger advantage on being able to really analyze the performance of the players on a much deeper individual basis, because that's what they do in European football or soccer, and really evaluate, okay, when is the best time to take these players off the field and sub them out? When should we put them in? What conditions do they play best in? That's what this kind of technology will do for the coaches.
I think
I don't
there's
know
a
enough
bit,
about it.
I think there's a benefit to it for sure, but I think a lot of it's sports leagues wide. They get too invested in analytics and what does the technology say, and sometimes you just have to go with the eye test. Well, what is this guy's combine scores and his 40 and stuff, and they put a lot of pressure on that for a draft position when they could just go look at the film from last year. It's like, I think there's a place for all these numbers and all this stuff, but I don't think it should be, the number one, thing that they rely on to use. I think use it as a tool, not the number one guide.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, use it as a tool for sure. I think that it's going to be something that is another tool to the arsenal to put the players in the best position for success and let them know, hey, this is what you got to work on. If you want to make the NFL, this is what you got to do. But at the same time, I don't know that they should have a coach on staff that is a data analytics scientist. They should, I think each team should have a data analyst on their team that would be able to analyze the data and give reports to the coaches so that they can do their job as coaches, rather than having a coach sit down and be a data analyst when that's not what they do. So I think that creates another position for a coach to be the chief data analyst, or whatever you want to call it, from a coaching perspective. So I think that would be something that would be cool. And now I'm getting super nerdy with all that, of course, but I think that would be something that would be helpful.
So I'm going to have to venture out on a limb and agree with you guys to a certain extent. I believe there is a place for this kind of technology. I believe it does provide some invaluable insight of the players, but there is no tech that can measure a player's work ethic. There's no tech that can measure a player's fight. And you may have a player that does crappy in a combine, but when you put him out in the game situation, whatever that correct mixture is of adrenaline and competitiveness and whatever kicks in, and he's better than his numbers would ever show, whether it be in the combine or on the tech or whatever. So again, I think there's a place for this technology, but I don't think it should be the deciding factor, just like what BD is saying. It should be a combination of both. Put them in real world situations, have them truly fight for those spots to see what their work ethic is, how hard they're willing to go out there and put everything on the line to earn that spot, to keep that spot. Use the technology to make sure that they're in the right positions, or to help adjust their game plan, specifically for them so they can maximize on the abilities that they have. Yes, but again, you got to have those dogs in the trenches, and there's nothing out there that can measure that kind of capacity of a player. So
no, of course not.
I agree that there's a spot for it, but it should not be the deciding factor.
Wouldn't that be some BS if you get cut from the team because your catapult score wasn't as high as somebody else's?
Yeah, that's true.
Boom.
I mean, that's what Coach Bullock was talking about when he was on here. I don't know exactly if he was doing. I didn't know exactly. I don't know exactly what he was doing as far as the analytics side, but he did say that that's what he was pretty much doing, like the scouting type of thing, like watching teams, watching tape, and kind of figuring out what they do best and stuff like that. So I think that's what you're talking about that we need. I mean, I don't know if we will have Jorge. I think he was talking about having like a data analytics coach, but I don't know if we'll have that as far as each team. We might have like a company or like a team that goes around the different teams, practices and stuff.
Yeah, like a contractor right now.
Yeah. But I mean, that's what Coach Bullock was saying he was pretty much doing. I think that's the most important thing, is having somebody that can scout, do that dirty work for, because I think that's dirty work in my opinion. But doing the dirty work, But if you like watching tape and watching film, that's cool. But that's more so like, in my opinion, that's not like more on the fun side. You're just sitting there watching the screen and watching players, but it's important. I don't want to take that away from that.
No, but and I think now would be a good time to kind of pivot to something that has been noteworthy, more than it really probably should have been, which is the quarterback protests that came out. Now we say quarterback protests, in quotations, because it was really just a one-day kind of protest to basically let the league know that they're not happy with the pay that they are receiving, while the league is investing in having a formal headquarter building and doing all this infrastructure building and all that stuff, but not taking care of the players. They got their list of demands, but today's day one of training camp, we literally saw video of the
They all showed
quarterbacks
up.
out there.
Yep.
They all showed up,
Everybody
ready to
showed
play, and we're practicing, because at the same time, while I understand where they're coming from, they're also not in a position of a, let's say, like Tom Brady or even an NFL quarterback, where
power.
they don't have that leverage yet, because there are tons of guys that are dying for one of these spots where they're like, okay, well, if you don't want to play, then next man up. That's kind of the mantra of the league anyways, next man up. So there really wasn't there. I mean, it happened, but it's over basically.
It was made it was a major issue on social media when it shouldn't have been. It was a one-day thing. Hey, cool, yeah, whatever, and then we're at practice. Move on.
Yeah, like we're moving on to the
Yeah.
next rule.
Exactly.
Onside kicks, yeah.
Over. Let's talk about the onside kicks.
They
Yeah, that'd be
eliminated
good.
it.
That could have went.
Yeah,
Well,
bye.
they did eliminate it. Yeah, there you go.
So
'Cause
we're gonna talk about
that could have
the
been in the
onside kick.
talks
Bye.
with the kickoff.
Bye.
That could have been in the talks with the
It's
kickoff.
gone.
I mean, was there ever an onside kick in the UFL?
You had to
XFL?
declare. I think you had to declare, right?
Yeah. Well, you chose between the onside kick or the fourth and 12 or
Fourth and
whatever.
12.
Yeah.
12 or
No.
4th and 15.
And everybody always went for the fourth and. I don't think there was ever an onside kick.
I never saw one.
They didn't want to do that because everybody was going for the 4th and 12, so it made
Yeah.
more sense to go for the 4th.
But what I want to know, though, and I don't think that they clarified this in the rules that they wrote down, the 4th and 12 last year was only available in the fourth quarter for a team that was losing
Or time.
or tied.
Yep.
But again, only in the fourth quarter. This year, they didn't really specify. So, because what I don't want to see is it's available now across the board, and it's just going to be a game of make it, take it,
In the town hall last year, Moose did say that he was in favor of having it be that way, that you could go for a fourth and at any time. So
Okay, the coach and me, aspiring coach and me, would
Coach
not go
TJ.
for a 4th and 12 early on in the game, first, second, or third quarter. It's just not me. But I would do it if we are down in the fourth. So that makes
Yeah.
sense. But I'm not about to go for it. I feel like that's being greedy because, I mean, I'm not saying I don't have no faith in my team and my offense to get the 4th and 12, but if you so happen miss, shit can happen. I mean, stuff can happen. But if you so happen to miss the 4th and 12, you on the opponent. Well, yeah,
You're on your own
your
35.
own.
Yeah.
30. Well, 28, right?
Yeah,
Something
it was
that.
from the
around
28.
there.
it was
Yeah,
28.
okay.
You had to get to the 40.
28-yard line.
Yeah, so you'll be
28-yard line.
you'll be on your own 28. So then you giving the other team a chance to score and closer. Well, that's if you got a good accurate field goal kicker, you already giving them 3 points technically.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I wouldn't do that.
I'm
but,
actually
I mean, I get
looking
it.
at the rule book right now to try and find that specific section if we have time.
Says
I don't
the
think
kickoff
that they
team will be able
granted
to
that.
retain possession of the ball with the 4th down and 12-yard scrimmage play from its own 28-yard line.
Yeah, but that's the thing is they didn't specify if it's for the whole game or just for the fourth quarter again.
That's
would
per
bet it on
their printout from the UFL. I'm reading straight from their announcement that they posted.
Yeah,
on
but
the press.
what I'm saying is when I went through and read it, I didn't see whether it was all game or still last year's only in the fourth quarter kind of thing.
I think we only saw it in the fourth quarter though. The whole
Right.
season.
Well, yeah,
But that was the rule.
You could only do it in the
Yeah.
fourth quarter.
You could only see it in the fourth quarter. So
But I don't think they changed that though. In my opinion, I could be wrong, but I don't think they changed it so you can use it anytime in the game. That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah.
I would assume that they're keeping it fourth quarter only.
For the fourth, and you're down, you're trailing, fourth
Mhm.
quarter.
I would
minutes
hope
left.
so because, like I said, I
It's
really
not
don't
2
want to
minutes.
see.
It's any time in the fourth quarter, as long as
Anytime in
you're
the
down or
fourth?
tied. Yeah, anytime in the fourth, as long as you're down or tied.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Anytime it was the entire fourth quarter,
Okay.
as long as you're down or tied. Because I really don't want to see a game of make it take it as much as I would. I know, like coaches like AJ Smith is on record. He hates Arlington. I'm not going on the Arlington rant right now, but like
Thank you, Jesus.
I have I know that certain coaches feel certain ways about certain teams, and if they see an opportunity to just lay it on the other team and just demolish them and embarrass them because their defense is not playing well or whatever, the other team, then okay, all right. First quarter, we score. There's still 12 minutes left. We're going for 4th and 12. Let's
Yeah,
do
crazy.
this. And then before you know it, it's like an NCAA score, 55-0 at halftime, But it's been nothing but make it take it. I mean, that doesn't make for entertaining football.
I'm about to say that the coach and fan in me would not want to see that. That's just crazy. I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
I want to see a full football game. Like I want to see you go all the way down the field, stop them on defense, not just get the 4th and 12. Man, that's not fun. So that's just my opinion.
Yeah. I'm not seeing anything yet. I'll keep digging, but I'm pretty sure this issue would have had to have been addressed by now for that very reason, for not having a 55-0, NCAA looking game.
Yeah, if you go to the rules section on the UFL, they've still got the rules from 2024. They have the little news article that they put out for the rule changes, but they haven't updated the rules section. So
yeah, I mean, hopefully we can get some clarification on that just to make sure that, because this is what I would really, really hate to have happen is that, and I think I mentioned this in our group chat, they try it the first week because it's not technically in the rules, and like a team like St. Louis pulls it off, cool. But then the following week, San Antonio tries it against St. Louis in St. Louis, and they get a flag. They're like, you can't do that. What? But last week St. Louis did it, because I have a feeling that that's what could happen for misinterpreting the rules. So I think that that's one of the things that could put, I would like to see clarified before the ball gets kicked off at the end of the month. Which, speaking of the end of the month, I think it's a good time to talk about the season opener for the Brahmas on Saturday, the last Saturday in April. I believe is the 29th. Or the 28th. I don't remember the exact date. Or the 28th is Friday. So 29th would be kickoff. It's going to be the kickoff game, the only Saturday game for the UFL in Arlington at the prison cell. And before the day before, if you're able to make it up there on Friday, as you see on the screen there, we're going to have the rivalry rally hosted by our friends Los Banditos at Boomer Jack's Grill in Dallas. Unfortunately,
it's both of us. It's Horns Forward Podcast and Los Banditos.
Period.
We doing this together.
Okay, well, I mean, if we're doing this together, cool. I wanted to give them their roses because we're going to their house.
Because when the tables are turned, it's gonna be us two again, making it happen at the end of the year. So we're getting 2 this year. So yes, we are having the rivalry rally. It is in Dallas. We will keep reposting this also on the page, but we hope you guys can make it out. It's just going to be a fun time. Don't expect too much crazy things like players and stuff. We weren't able to secure anything like that, but it's just going to be Brahmas and Renegades fans hanging out, checking out the I-35 hat because
I mean, it's the only chance Arlington's going to have to actually see it.
Yeah, before I bring it back home.
Yeah.
So I mean, even touchdown Jesus is going to be coming out his case too.
Has he
And
been in there the whole time?
yes, the whole time. And you know what's crazy? I was literally talking to Brahma Babe, and I sent her a picture. I'm like, you know what? I don't remember him facing out the window when I put him in there, but he's somehow moved to where he's facing
he's
this
ready.
way.
Hmm.
And I'm
ready.
like,
Yeah, so he ready
I'm
for the
like, I think
season.
he already knows.
He ready for the
He's
season.
risen.
The Holy Spirit's moving it. So, Rivalry Rally on Friday. The game is on Saturday. Let me give you an update about tickets because you know what? When I said I was a
What?
little frustrated, the reason being is some of y'all vote that you want a game ticket, and when I reach out, oh no, I can't go. Y'all, there's like
Mhm.
70 plus people that voted, and I can tell you, a majority of them are no, I can't go. And it's really tough to go through all of that and reach out to everyone as a one person, 70 plus people. So from here on out, if you're wanting tickets, please reach out to me because at this point we're already getting head count. We're already 39 strong. We're coming in full force.
That's right.
So if you're needing tickets, please reach out to me with your head count. I will start collecting money at the end of this week. The tickets are $34. We were hoping to get a link for, to make it much easier to where you can just go onto the link and purchase, but that's not happening. So please reach out to me. Head count, $34 a piece. Tailgate. Los Banditos is sponsoring our tailgate also. They're going to be doing a crawfish boil. They're going to have tacos. They're going to have hamburgers and hot dogs and other little options. But they're going to be hosting us once we get closer and they can give me a more exact time because they're able to tailgate all day long if they wanted to.
Yeah, they don't got the Alamodome rules.
Yeah, they don't have restrictions. They're also right across the street from the stadium. Like it's literally catty corner.
Yep.
And once it gets closer, we'll show maps and all of that good stuff of where you can come hang out post pregame. But we are already getting head count for the tickets. So if I've already reached out to everybody that voted. So please check your messages and let me know your bro. Don't even get me started. I'll put you in the back. Don't start with me.
I've got room for him in the bed of my truck.
Eagles fans ride in the bed.
I
Yep.
thought they could fly.
Yeah.
No. It's die either die. That's what you're saying.
But yes, if you're wanting tickets, please reach out to me. I am no longer looking at the poll because you guys are liars. Some of you are liars, making me reach out and then telling me you're not going to go. So reach out to me because after I've collected everyone's money, if you're on your own, I will give the section and stuff that we're going to be in, and you'll have to figure it out. But we have plenty of tickets put aside right now. So please reach out to me. With that, also, y'all, if you haven't gotten your season tickets, hit up James Carr or any of the other ticket reps. And they're now selling single tickets. So
Yep.
this is going to be the cheapest in cost season, guys. 4 games. It's going to be the cheapest you're ever going to pay right now to have some great football. I think I have one more thing to share also because the Brahmas are doing another cool thing, and I think you're doing it, aren't you, DJ?
The virtual coaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Master of the
I signed
game. Coach DJ signed up. If you're an aspiring coach or just want to learn, they've got a cool little, basically like a clinic, a virtual clinic for coaches of all levels. So that's a cool little thing. Look at
You see
that.
my ticket?
Yeah, with your QR code all showing for the entire world.
They're gonna
Yeah,
someone's
I'll take
gonna
my damn
screenshot
QR
that.
code.
I just-
I'm gonna flip.
I just scanned it. Thanks for the ticket, DJ.
I ain't coach Pee Wee football, but I'm gonna go be like, hey, what's up, coaches? What's up?
I'm gonna flip SHIT.
You get to interact with experts, learn the game inside and out, engage in interactive presentations, coaching tips for all level. You can register there. This is free publicity. You're welcome, Brahmas and UFL.
It's free.
Don't forget about us.
It's definitely a great experience from what I'm looking forward to. But
What are you looking forward to?
Just to pick their brain. I mean, it's not like I haven't really picked I haven't. I mean, I spoke to Coach Wade, but I think I'm actually curious to see how it will go. But definitely, like I said, to pick their brain to learn, different things like how they became who they are now and what they're doing now. What was their inspirations? How do they look at the game? Because different coaches look at the game and players look at the game with different ways. I think I'm more, for me personally, like I think I want to be more offensive focused. I like that more than defense, but I'm cool with either one. But I definitely want to pick AJ Smith brain. Definitely, that's my guy. Coach Party too. He's pretty cool. Seems like he's a cool guy.
He is a very good guy.
Cool.
Very nice.
Yep. And then I'm sure Coach Bullock is going to be there as well. So he's also a cool dude. But yeah, man, I think we probably gonna have the. I mean, I might be biased in this, but I think we probably gonna have the best interaction with our coaches, the Brahmas coaches, because they all cool, they all fun.
I mean, they know all of us already.
For real.
Although I do wish you would get to have learned from Coach Dre. I'm gonna miss him.
But
would've been
don't
a hell
sleep
of a
on Coach Reed.
And Coach Reed, yeah. But he's defense. But anyway, while you're talking about Coach Gerard, he's in great hands, man. I'm telling you, y'all relax. He's in great hands. Coach Prime is going to take care of him.
Coach Prime
is going to take care of him. Trust me.
I mean, he is. He is in good.
But that says a lot because I'm gonna tell you what. Let me tell you what Coach Prime. One of his famous phrases is, "You either get elevated or you get terminated." Right. So in this case, Coach Gerard technically elevated to. I mean, he getting paid. I'm sure he getting a good check.
100%. He
being
is
a Colorado coach. So yeah, and then plus he has a lot of shoes to fill because I think he'll do a great job. I think we had one of the best offensive lines last season.
Yes.
Yep. By far. He's going to be. He's got big shoes to fill. Taking Coach Phil Lohalt's spot. As the offensive line coach, so he's going to be good, and then he got help there as well. So it should be fun. I watch them daggone there. They keep my cup full. The Buffaloes, so they always putting out stuff. That's why I was like, I feel like I'm being ungrateful because I'm so spoiled with the Buffalo stuff. They still putting out.
That's what you feel like the Brahmas are lacking because you're just spoiled.
I feel like the Brahmas is lacking.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. It's all good though. So,
you showed your little QR code on the thing, but we also have our own little QR
there you
code.
Go. Good segue.
I was just about to do that. Y'all don't forget, we got a rivalry shirt already in the shop. We got lots of orders already coming in, so it's super exciting to see you guys enjoying the merch.
And we appreciate all the support for the merch, and
yes,
it really does help to keep the
pay the bills,
here,
keep the lights on,
keep the lights on,
to pay some bills.
Because this streaming service is not free, obviously. So
there you go. I made my order too as well, so don't think that we ain't.
So did I.
Yeah.
So I made an order as well.
I was order number 1, so I took a big chunk of merch, but and I try to create things that we don't see in our normal shop. Like they're not going to highlight. Like I saw the shirt that they have right now, which is cool, but it highlights all 3 Texas teams, which it has Brahmas, Arlington, and Houston on it.
I didn't even know there was a shirt like that.
Yeah, they have a lot of new cool. They have some cool new updates, but nothing like I don't feel like Brahmas have anything specific like that. Like DC got their beer snake. Like, where's our Bulls on Tour shirt? Guess who made one? I made one for you guys. You guys asked for it, and I made it. So they are there in the shop. I've made a new one for this year also. So there's Thank you, whoever scanned.
Thank
Go
you for
you.
scanning the QR code.
Nice.
No,
Yeah.
I will say though that I am excited to see um, Michael Strahan, his company coming out with gear for all the teams and not just the USFL teams like they did last year.
He does. I think there is a new one in there already.
There is
There's
a new one.
couple
There's
a couple new
a
ones.
T-shirt. It's
some
it's
nice
just
stuff.
small. It says "Vamos Brahmas."
Yeah, it's real little.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot.
No, I
to
think
it.
it says Toros Unidos.
Or yeah, Todos Unidos, yeah, something like
Yeah.
that. Which yeah, you're welcome, Michael Strahan brand. Compliments to Jay Noakes and myself for coming up to that one. But anyways, I can tell you firsthand experience because I own a Michael Strahan shirt that they gifted me. They are very high quality T-shirts. So
Are they true to size?
for
No.
the T-shirts, yes.
Okay.
The long sleeves,
No.
they're snug. They're slim fit. I would size up on those. But for the T-shirts, yeah, they're true to size.
I gotta add this because I know you did say the defenders have a beer snake and the lemons and stuff like that. Can y'all please get with me and Jorge this season and get a sombrero? Please, that could be our thing. I don't understand why people ain't getting on that.
More sombreros in the crowd.
Yes,
Embrace it. Embrace the culture.
there you go. We
Yeah,
gotta wear
there you
that at
go.
the game, man. We gotta get that going. I think that'd be so dope to have a whole section and the front rows, everybody with sombreros on. That'd be a thing.
I can't tell you how excited. Oh, look, they've that B sweater deal there on the bottom left next to the that one right there. That's new. That's new.
dope.
I have the quarter zip one that Dean Blandino wears that says UFL on there. Also very comfortable. That is true to size.
There you go, Jeremy.
It's just these 5 right now.
I don't have the muscle shirt, but I guarantee you we'll probably be needing one by the end of the season, knowing the way it was last year. So I don't know when the discount codes for season ticket members will be live, but just
it
remember,
already is.
Oh, I don't think I've received.
The only reason why is because the Brahmas have socks on there. I know everyone was like,
those.
"Where'd you get your socks?" They don't have the ones that I got from the season 1, but they had some new ones on there, and I really like. But it's the shipping that kills me.
Well,
I can't pay $19.99 for some socks and then $14.99 for shipping.
That's crazy.
But like $30 socks.
As a reminder, there will be a dedicated season ticket member line at the Alamo Dome. And they will also honor the discount as confirmed last week by John. The season ticket or the ticket member, head of ticket sales, he confirmed last week that they will be honoring the discounts at the Alamo Dome if you're a season ticket member. So if you want to wait, you can go ahead and do so. But if you're anxious and can't wait, then stuff is going up on the shop. So and then but yes, I would love to see more sombreros out there because I can't tell you how many players themselves get excited whenever they see a sombrero and it gets tossed to them whenever they do something good, a touchdown, an interception, fumble recovery. They love it.
We just got to do our own thing, man.
It hypes them up.
And put the spotlight on our fan base. We just got to do our own thing. Everybody else got their own thing. I don't know about like Arlington and all them other teams. Birmingham got the shirts off in the end zone. We talked about DC. Battlehawks got their little thing going on. Like we got to do our own thing.
Battlehawks have their asthma from their dome. That's about the only thing they got.
They got the cause actually a coughing sound from all the dust in the dome.
But we got to do our own thing. I think we got a good fan base that can rally behind like a movement and get a movement going, like we did with everything else. So,
well, we got hope in the box.
That's not the way.
It's gonna make
it that kind of movement.
With hope in the box, it's gonna make it so much easier. Maybe we can get the chant going where he just starts it like ole, ole, ole.
That'll be dope. There you go.
Because hashtag hope for hope when we got him. But I know we're way over time. But I'm going to feature one last thing because this was technically DJ planting a seed in my head because he said, hey, are we going to do anything for International Women's or Women's History Month? and I hadn't planned on it. But then again, I was like, well, I guess I can. So I'm actually going to feature 2 designs that I made in honor of Women's History Month. They'll only be up for this month, and I'm going to show it to you guys. So they're all something I created in homage to women, period, in my eyes. So this is going to be one of the shirts that's going to be featured on there. And I have one more. And all of these shirts will be in all kinds of cute little women's things. I'm talking about like cropped hoodies, all the things the girlies like to wear. So it'll only be up for the month. So if you want to grab some little limited edition uh, Women's History Month shirts, they'll be up by tomorrow. What is this?
Oh, I'm about to say we got women's history stuff too.
Oh yes, Urban Prodigy,
Urban Prodigy.
and he got some dope shirts too. So
Women's
yeah,
History Month, yep.
Yeah, but hey, you did a great job designing.
Thank
those,
you.
man. Fantastic.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like everything you
Lovely.
do, it's awesome.
Yeah. Awesome.
I appreciate it. So look out for those. I know there's so much stuff in the shop right now. But help yourselves, guys. We did it because everyone asked for it. They get tired of some of the stuff that's put out there.
Now, are you
And the
going to have
cost.
that as its own collection in there?
Yeah, you'll see it
them
as
to
its
find?
own little collection
Okay.
on the website also. But yeah, and then at the end of the month it's coming down. So little limited edition for you can buy it for your lady, you can support the ladies. But a couple little shirts that I designed for it. But
Will you be doing this in kid sizes?
I can.
That'll be good. for the
Yeah,
little girls. There you go.
my little homie needs to.
There you go.
Yeah, my little homie doesn't ever like. He only wears your clothes because you're the only one that can make clothes that fits him.
Hey, you know what? I have it set to the side. I promise there will be toddler and baby sizes coming
There you
in
go.
all of the collections also. Because I'm sorry guys, I did the pets before the kids.
I'll
So
get my
there is
daughter-
there's a collar and a leash and a bandana for animals, but
It's all
I will
good.
get the kids going too. So just look out for that. But what else you got, guys?
I think we got a case of hang it up. It's time to go.
I would like
Yeah.
to announce also that we will hopefully, I need to get with Havel, but we would like to start up the Vamos Brahmas All Spanish podcast and still hopefully be able to connect with our European fan base out in Barcelona, Spain. So that's something that is potentially in the works. But regardless, I would like to start the Spanish podcast again. So I'll get with you guys on that. And keep growing this international fan base because there's a lot of people that are traveling from here to come to San Antonio to watch the games, and it keeps growing every single year.
Keep it up.
So,
Keep it
All
up.
right, guys. Well, catch us in 2 more weeks.
all right, we'll see you 2 more weeks, and then after that, it's time for the
Weekly.
season.
Showtime.
Yep.
Bye.
Going forward, y'all.
Forward.